I think what makes the athlete different in the North American League is perseverance and dedication to the love of the game. I think there's times that some players in our league may have been overlooked in previous stops or coming out of U18 or prep, and it's really the league of opportunity.
With dedication to development and exposure top of his mind, head coach of the Philadelphia Rebels, Justin Hale, shares more on what the summer has looked like for the organization as they gear up for the 2025-26 season on this episode of NA Now.
It's been a busy summer. We had our first annual Futures Camp that was this spring with birth years 2009 to 2011s. And it was a great opportunity to continue educating both players in our own building and locally and abroad what the NA product really is about and what the Philadelphia Rebels are. And then we had the rest of our summer camps. So doing our main camp that took place towards the end of June and trying to finalize or put our roster together out of that camp was a tough decision. But now we're in full swing with training camp.
Absolutely. With last season's roster, it featured 10 athletes securing NCAA commitments. How does it feel as a coach to see your athletes get those opportunities at that next level?
When guys get their commitments, it's very fulfilling. Knowing all the hard work that they've put in through the years and, in that particular season, the extra film that they've done with us as coaches, the extra workouts, the extra ice time, being a good teammate, being a good human being, knowing that it is kind of coming to fruition and they're realizing their goal and are able to take that next step.
As you reflect on last season, as you get prepared for the upcoming year, what were some of the biggest lessons you learned as a coach?
I just think for us as a group and something we're emphasizing this year through camp is every game matters, every point matters. Last year we missed the last playoff spot by 2 points. The previous year we missed because of a tiebreaker. And so we can't take teams for granted. We can't take periods off. We can't take shifts off. And so it's just going in with that understanding that we're here to continue to get better, but we have to show up when it's time to work, and we have to show up every single night.
Absolutely. And you have been around this league. You have previously served as an assistant coach with the Lone Star Brahmas before taking the role with the Rebels. How have you seen the league grow over that time period?
The league's grown tremendously from when I was an assistant in the league to now. We obviously have teams that are in new venues, new cities, but just the overall competition level has improved. Every year we have, I feel like, surpassed our college commitment from the prior year as a league. And we're moving on players to the USHL. We're moving on players to Division I, Division III. And so just night in and night out, it's going to be very competitive.
Absolutely. And as you reflect on your time, and especially in your playing career, you have the experience playing on the juniors and the NCAA level. How does those experiences prepare you as a coach to coach these athletes who are looking to be in the same shoes that you once were in?
Very fortunate to have been able to play college hockey and now coach at various levels. And so it just is a good, one of those windows that I'm able to look through and help, our players understand what it really is going to be about, what it really is going to take, different areas that they can grow their game or still need to maybe mature away from the ice. And so, again, just trying to provide all the information I can, and then it's up to them to ultimately apply it and hopefully get there as well.
As you look at the players who have been in this league during your coaching experience, what makes the athletes in the North American Hockey League a little bit different than any other junior league out there?
I think what makes the athlete different in the North American League is perseverance and dedication to the love of the game. I think there's times that some players in our league may have been overlooked in previous stops or coming out of U18 or prep, and it's really the league of opportunity where you are able to create your name. You're able to get footing, on a team, on a roster, and then through hard work, dedication, they're able to propel themselves, again, a stepping stone to the next level.
As you look at your roster for the upcoming year, what can fans expect about this upcoming rosters, and what were some holes you're looking to fill as the age outs are currently moving on to their next step of their playing career?
We're fortunate we bring back about half a roster, and so I think it's a good spot to be in. I think it's kind of the right amount where um, guys coming back to you for year two, they understand what our division's about, what our day to day is about, what our culture's about, and they're able to be good role models. They're able to show the way of what's expected, and then it also brings in with the other half just fresh competition. And so that's for us. Everybody needs to fight for their spot in the lineup. Everybody needs to push, and so having new bodies, new faces come in. Again, it doesn't matter what necessarily happened last year. We need the best 24 players, 25 players on our roster that are going to help us win.
What do you think players enjoy the most about being a Philadelphia Rebel?
I would say players enjoy the fact that we provide them with all the tools necessary from a development standpoint. We have pretty much unlimited ice time by owning our facility. We have a brand new gym with a strength and conditioning staff. We have the video capabilities to teach and for players to see their shifts. And so really anything under the sun, we try and give that pro experience with, an athletic trainer, with an equipment manager. So again, preparing them for all facets of what the next level and what higher levels are like. And so they're able to get exposed to that now with our team. And then when they go to, again, the USHL or college, they're able to fully take advantage of those opportunities they have.
And with the season quickly approaching, what are some of your main goals for this team as you look ahead for the upcoming year?
For us, I just think it's continued improvement. I think it's striving to win each and every day. And I know that's kind of a cliche as a coach, but I think that's really where the development is. I think if we focus on, improving today and being better each and every day that we're at the rink or we're together as a team, we'll eventually get to where we want to be at the end of the season.
Absolutely. And with the season quickly approaching, so is the greatest show on ice. All the teams will soon head to Blaine, Minnesota for the NA Showcase. What are you looking forward to most once you're there with the team?
For Blaine, it's a great event, not only from the scouting perspective, but also it's awesome to see every single team in our league under one roof. It's a great benchmark. You're able to see your team against other divisions. You're able to see what every other team in the league kind of is bringing to the table. So it's great to be able to take in the competition. It's great to be able to interact with fellow colleagues and coaches within our league to see what they're going through, and then also being able to interact with and talk with the college scouts and NHL scouts that are there to watch our players.
How important is it to have an event like the NA Showcase so early in the season for these athletes on the exposure side of things?
Having the NA Showcase where it's at schedule wise is perfect because it gives our players an opportunity to get their feet wet with a handful of games. I know in the East and for us in Philadelphia, we have 4 regular season games before we even get to Blaine. And so we're able to really create that identity. And it's early enough in the season that these scouts, these colleges are coming in to start making their lists and really start identifying who they want to target and who they want to go after. And so where we have it on the calendar, they're able to get on the map early and then lock up those commitments.
Absolutely. And as you look ahead and also reflect on last year, what's been some of your favorite memories with the team?
Favorite memory would probably be, we went into year 3 here in Philadelphia. And so it really was one of those full circle moments having the three-year players all earn Division I commitments. Guys that were around from day one when the team came to Philly and put in the time, put in the sweat equity, bought into who we were and what the process was, and were ultimately rewarded. So that was really cool to see that they had stuck with us and they got to where they want to go.
Absolutely. Well, Justin, thank you for taking the time to chat with me. We'll see you in a few short weeks at the NA Showcase.
All right, see you soon. Thanks for your time.